Oke, ini udah gue record ya. Gue mulai dulu. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, wherever you are. Back to the event you've been waiting for. What else if not Sun's Day every day? Well, today we will talk about a topic that is quite phenomenal, and maybe when you are a child, you have experienced this. What else if not corporal punishment? Not a few people have suffered because of this punishment. And today, we also have a special guest who of course understand quite well about this case. Let's call the guest number one is Esther. Guest number two, Elena. Guest number three is Figo. And very special guest, and we already know. And this is guest number four, Nico. Hello Esther, Helena, Figo. How are you today?
Hello, I am very nice, thank you.
I'm fine too.
I'm so fine too.
And hey Nico, I can't believe that you can attend tonight. Haven't you have been very busy lately?
Yes, I know. I'm indeed a very busy person because I have some big projects, but I'm here because you invite me, Kevin.
Okay, buddy. Yep. So on our talk show today, we have the topic of corporal punishment. Have any of you ever experienced physical punishment either in your family or in the community?
I have never experienced physical violence because my family and closest environment have good relationship and relationships so that we can understand each other well.
I have never felt it, but I have seen it with my own eyes. At that time, I was coming home from school, and then I saw a student's parent hitting their child because their child test scores were bad.
In myself has experienced corporal punishment. The punishment was given to me because I was naughty and didn't want to listen to my parents. At the time, I kept playing without thinking about the time to eat, study, eat. So my parents beat me.
And how about you, Nico? Do you even do physical punishment to your friends? Or do you even have a children and you do the violence to your children?
No. I'm not married. So, how can I have children but I know this physical punishment should be should not be done because it will traumatize the recipient and might be mentally disturbed due to physical violence.
Wow, it seems that you are quite experienced about this. Anyway, Nico, Figo, Helena, Esther, we will see a video that was quite confusing at the time about Ari who received physical punishment from his parents. Let's watch the video.
Bahwa ia sebaiknya digantung saja.
Ari digantung saja deh.
Apa? Digantung?
Tino terkejut. Tino mengatakan, Ari, tahukah kamu apa akibatnya kalau orang digantung? Kemudian Ari bilang supaya Ari diikat saja tangannya. Benar saja, Tino benar-benar mengikat tangan dan kaki Ari dengan tampang plastik dan menyuruh Ari berdiri menghadap tembok. Tino dan Santi kemudian pergi. Andi merasa kasihan melihat kakaknya. Diberikanlah sepotong roti dan Anggi memberinya minum. Sepulang dari bepergian, Tino baru melepas ikatan pada tangan dan kaki Ari. Ari meminta maaf dan mereka berpelukan. Tanggal 6 November 1984, Ari disuruh membersihkan kamar mandi. Namun, sepulang dari bepergian, Tino mendapati Ari tengah duduk di kamar mandi dan tidak mengerjakan tugasnya. Tino marah. Ari dihukum berdiri jongkok sebanyak 300 kali. Hingga malam, Ari tidur di tempat di mana dia dihukum. Ketika Tino dan Santi sudah tidur, Anggi dan Andi mendatangi Ari. Andi memberinya biskuit, Anggi menawarkan minum. Namun Ari menolaknya. Anggi dan Andi mengajak Ari untuk tidur di kamar. Ari menolaknya dengan alasan takut ketahuan oleh papanya. Tanggal 7 November 1984, Santi menasihati Ari. Dan Santi menyuruh Ari supaya meminta maaf kepada papanya. Namun Ari menolak. Santi sangat marah. Datanglah Tino menghampiri. Tino mengatakan besok Tino dan Ari akan berangkat ke pondok pesantren. Tino meminta Ari untuk meminta maaf kepada Tino dan Santi. Tapi Ari menolaknya. Malah Ari mengatakan, "Pukul Ari saja deh, Pak. Ari kan nakal." Spontan Tino sangat marah. Ari dihukum memegang telinga dan berdiri jongkok menghadap tembok. Bukannya jerah dan takut, Ari malah meledek Tino.
5 lagi.
Ari tidak pernah begini sebelumnya kan?
Lagi. 20 lagi.
Coba dengar tuh.
21 lagi. 90
Kan memang
lagi.
disengaja.
Hal ini semakin membuat Tino marah. Tino menganggap Ari sengaja dan menantang Tino. Diambillah sebuah ranting besar. Ari dipukuli berkali-kali. Bukan hanya dipukuli, tapi juga ditampar. Ketika kemarahan Tino mereda, Ari diberi minum. Dan Tino menasihati Ari untuk menjadi anak yang baik dan patuh. Dalam pelukan Tino, Ari sempat meminta minum lagi. Namun Tino melarangnya dan memerintahkan supaya minumnya besok pagi saja.
Ari mau minum lagi.
Loh, Ari kan baru minum 1 gelas. Besok pagi saja ya.
Iya, Pak. Ari janji.
Ari menurut dan berjanji. Tino pergi tidur. Ari tidur di tempat di mana dia dihukum. Begitu Tino masuk kamar, Anggi dan Andi keluar menemui Ari. Anggi dan Ari menawarkan minum. Namun Ari menolaknya. Ari bercerita bahwa ia rindu saat-saat bersama. Bukan hanya bertiga, tapi berempat dengan Argi, saudara mereka yang nomor 3. Ari ingin mereka dapat kumpul bersama lagi. Kepada Anggi dan Andi, Ari berpamitan bahwa dia besok akan pergi jauh.
Saya nggak ada Arki ya. Kenapa? Besok kan Ari sudah mau pergi jauh. Ari kepingin kumpul sama-sama. Seperti dulu. Dengan Arki juga.
Oleh karena itu, Ari mengajak mereka berdoa, yaitu doa perpisahan. Selesai berdoa, Anggi dan Andi masuk ke kamar. Sekitar jam 2 dini hari, Ari terbangun. Karena haus, Ari mengambil air minum di kulkas. Tino terbangun dan mendengar gesekan gelas yang bergeser dan gemercik air yang dituang ke gelas. Tino bergegas keluar dari kamar dan mendapati Ari sedang minum. Tino marah besar karena menganggap Ari melanggar peraturan lagi. Tino memukul Ari. Ari yang tubuhnya sudah sangat lemah jatuh tersungkur.
Tunggu di sini. Papa ambil baju ganti.
Pa.
Tino panik. Dia segera membawa Ari ke rumah sakit, sementara Santi tetap di rumah. Nyawa Ari sudah tidak tertolong lagi, karena sebenarnya Ari sudah tewas sebelum dibawa ke rumah sakit. Demikianlah pemirsa, akhir dari film Ari Hanggara yang diangkat dari kisah nyata. Semoga kita dapat mengambil hikmahnya dan selalu berharap kejadian seperti ini tidak terulang lagi.
Okay, we already watched the video. Now, I want to know your personal opinion about the video, starting with Figo.
Okay, thank you, Kevin. Pity, sad, don't understand after watching the trailer. the video, the teller tells us the story of Ari, child who keep lying to protect his younger sibling from their parents beating and getting their parents' love. But from his original mother, his parents had often quarreled, and when he got his stepmother, it was normal, having fun. And this can happen because their parents are divorced, and this affect Ari. They shouldn't do violence like that. It's okay to punch children, such hitting their hand with a small bat or punishing them against a wall, but don't hit too much. And that's because of emotion. If a parent love their children, any emotion will be a past. And there his Ari is also wrong where he doesn't want to apologize and repeat the same thing. And from this story we can learn, if we like to lie, no one will believe it. But at the end all will be uncovered, and regret will occur at the end. If it's gone, you can do anything, anyone. Thank you.
And how about you, Esther?
After watching the film, many different points of view are not only Thorkar because his father remarried, but there are other reasons behind it. Because our son often steals and lies, this must be a big mistake, but I think there are times when we should educate our children because what is wrong must be justified but not torturing until he dies. So it is important to understand the character of each child because every child has different mindset. There are children who if wrong cannot but punish it through violence such as hitting, let alone physically injuring and vice versa. So from the video, Ari doing naughty only wants to be hugged by his father. Parents should understand more about the glove that their children is big. So I think Ari's parents are less sensitive to their child instinct.
And if you, Helena?
My opinion about this video that is physical punishment given to child will have a bad impact for child psychological health. Um, Video about Ari Anggara who died because physical violence by his father and stepmother is an act that violates human rights. The way a child is punished can affect child development, especially if the punishment given is physical punishment. Physical punishment has a bad impact for child mental health. Therefore, the punishment that should be given uh, is with the aim of disciplining children. For example, parents must be good role models for children and do not set a bad example, such as violence, because children can imitate it. Give examples of good things, such as helping others, speaking politely, and etc. And so that children can imitate, and also that's why the child can recognize and control their behavior. Of course, that is can have a positive influence on child development.
And how about you, Nico?
In my opinion about the video, I really regret if parents who should be able to love their children do this to the point of ending their own child death. I'm sure Ari must be very upset and have a very deep grudge against her parents who have been very angry with her because it is one of the negative impacts that can be had if someone gets excessive physical punishment, and I believe Ari did all this punishment because he respect his parents.
And do you think the corporal punishment is still relevant today? And why?
Well, I think that for today, the giving of corporal punishment is not very good, Kevin. For children and anyone who receive the punishment in the morning, because the giving of corporal punishment will leave a deep wound for a recipient and will cause a feeling of revenge to one who gave the punishment.
My opinion is more or less the same as Vigo. Giving physical punishment at this time is not a good choice because if we carry out corporal punishment on an ongoing basis, it will make the child over time will rebel against us, and in the end we will not be respected by him.
If it's true that giving corporal punishment is no longer a good thing to do now, what should be another event to give the punishment so that violators are deterred?
The recipient of the punishment should receive more guidance and be given direction to take the right action by providing a course or training that serves to learn from the mistakes he has made and avoid doing the same thing a second time.
In my opinion, another program provides punishment by putting the child into a community foundation so that he can be trained in his behavior and life so that he can save himself from within, not because of external violence that shapes his personality, but from self-awareness.
Oh, so that how it is. I understand that all of you really don't agree with giving the corporal punishment because there will be many negative consequences, right? Well, with that last question and our whole series of event tonight, I, Kevin, as the host of this event, thank you very much and I apologize if there are mistakes. I'm Kevin. See you at the next Sunday every day. Goodbye.